Gaffer, a formidable performance. How good of a performance was that?
Yeah, the lads were excellent really. I think carried on probably the league performances very similar to Birmingham. This was as good as Birmingham, Charlton, and I think the difference in this game were clinical. But yeah, to come here, they're a good side. They've got a really good attacking players. They get it in certain areas quickly, and I thought we were excellent, really, from every player. Yeah, it was one of those performances that was very close to being exactly what we wanted.
Does it make it kind of extra special given the defeat here last year, 4-1 defeat on the other side, and to come here and score 4 goals on the right side?
I said no to that before the game about not really having to put anything right. So no, probably not. I think it's just the actual, if you take this in isolation. Look, I know how we started the season. I think I was probably most disappointed with, obviously, look, we've lost 2 cup games. But in terms of like the league performances, some have been very good. I think the hardest part for me is to stand in front of the camera at times, stay pretty stable, even in defeats, knowing that there's certain things that we are doing right, and if there's other things obviously we get right, then we get results like today. So today was good. I spoke also in the media around certain fans after the Reading game. That almost gave me more energy, and for the players and the fans today, it's an amazing day.
We'll talk about the goals in a minute, but it probably could have been more. Certainly in the first half, we had some big chances, didn't we? And just a word on Jensen Weir, he seemed to make a massive difference in there today in terms of the attacking motion of the game.
Yeah, just in that creative part, I think he was, he was very good. He did everything really. Jensen's got a lot of attributes. Brilliant boy, the way that he trains, the way that he recovers. Yeah, he's been brilliant. What I would say, Baba Diko's been the same. It's just a tactical decision today. Baba came on, was excellent as well. And this is why we want big competition, so that people are fighting and they have to perform. And but Jensen, Jensen was. I don't want to pick too many out, but he was very good today. Yeah.
On the goals, Joe Hugo showing, I suppose, what you want from a number 9. He's there in the right place at the right time, and is it nice to score some scruffy goals like that sometimes, certainly as a number 9?
Yeah, like he scored a penalty obviously in Morecambe, which gave him some confidence in obviously a poor result for us. Joe, he's been in these positions, so the amount of times we have got into these sort of certain areas, I know it came from 2 set plays, so but in general Joe's movement has been very good. I think it's probably been that final pass has meant that he hasn't had as many goal scoring opportunities, and again that's when I stand here and say there's certain things attacking wise we're doing well, but the most important part obviously before today we needed to get better at. So it's staying pretty stable in the games that we've lost. But in terms of Joe, I'm so happy for him and his confidence. I loved what Dale Taylor does. He's a different type of 9. He can play 9, he can play 10. Yeah, there's big competition. We've got Stonesy we didn't bring today, but they have to keep performing, or people like Stonesy are going to be battering on that door.
There's been a lot of talk about bringing in a permanent 9, but I suppose Joe's proving, isn't he, that, like you say, if he is given the opportunity and given the chance in front of goal, he'll score goals for us.
Yeah, I think he's got really good attributes in certain games. It's the same for Dale, same for Stonesy. I think, look, in terms of this sort of permanent or more experienced 9, I think the whole idea of that was to really push people like Joe, like Dale and Stonesy, and there's certain things that they can learn from more experienced strikers. I might just have to find a different way. Maybe there's a more experienced coach that's been in that striker position. Yeah, there's different ways. I just think the way the window evolved, like it is what it is. I've got really good players. They might be inexperienced, but they've got talent.
Tello obviously capitalised on a goalkeeper mistake for the third, and I suppose that killed the game in our favour, didn't it?
Yeah, it gave us a big advantage. Yeah, it did. Yeah, there was a mistake there, and unfortunately, yeah, for their keeper, but good for us. Yeah, but the performance, look, first half was very good. I have to stay humble, respect. I really like the manager. I think they've done a very good job recruitment-wise here. If we were that little bit more clinical, and I'm being super harsh here, but we could have been more than 2 at half-time. But sometimes you get games like that.
And obviously Chamber with the last, it shows his intelligence to sneak one in at the near post there.
Yeah, it's the reason why we waited so long for Chamber. Up until the last days before the season, he's a brilliant player. Brilliant lad. He is such a good player. I know the fans love him, his teammates, so yeah, I'm happy for him. He's some player, Chambo.
And at the other side, really important to keep a clean sheet, and is it about building on this performance today moving forward?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look, defensively we had to be strong. I really like some of their attacking players. If you give them too much space, they can hurt you. So yeah, the defensive line were good. Sam, we relied on less today than what we have in previous games, which is a positive. I know how good Tickle is. Like, he's as good as anyone in the shot stopping. But today we didn't have to rely on that, which means the defensive line really, they worked hard. And I would probably say, normally I don't speak too much, but the staff were excellent this week. We've had a lot of work to do, almost trying to revisit things that a lot of players hadn't done in pre-season. Like I say, we had 9. Staff have worked extremely hard, done a lot of hours trying to show players what we want. And so yeah, I spoke about the fans and the players having an amazing day. Our backroom team have done a brilliant job this week in getting the information needed.
Just a quick word on the fans. Obviously, they would have been gutted leaving Birmingham the way we lost the game at the end, but a great day from today.
Yeah, amazing. I think I don't think they realise how much energy they give me. It's not been an easy 18 months at this club. It's continually trying to push forward when there's difficulties in other areas. The fans, people like our chairman, our owner, I don't underestimate how much energy they give me, and obviously that filters down to the staff. So the fans are amazing. We had a fan we all met this morning at the hotel, Phil, who's not well, and there's a connection between the fans, the town, and myself. I know they sing my name, but honestly, the players today and the fans, it's about them today, yeah.
And just finally, just a line on Carol Madden, who tragically passed away a couple of days ago. Carol was a long-standing, obviously, Wigan Warriors employee, but she also spent time as a secretarial role here at Latics in the 80s and 90s. Just a quick word, obviously, Carol, and we're thinking about her family at this sad time, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a really difficult time for a family. Yeah, it is. Yeah, just thoughts of family in these moments. Yeah, like sometimes. Yeah, it's about the people. The clubs are about people. The people that pay to come and watch us and travel. It's the people that work that go under the radar. But so, yeah, it's a sad moment. Yeah, we've lost one of our own. Yeah.